Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, and relapse as we build in City Skylines 2. Today we are continuing my Beginner's Guide series. I hope you're finding it useful, and today we're going to be working on making a plan for the road system in our city. And a lot of that, we're going to talk about road hierarchy and how that is going to play a role in how we build our city. So there are a few things we need to keep in mind with our roads, and road hierarchy is the biggest thing. What you want to do is you want to have different types of roads that have different purposes. For example, we have our highways. They are at the top of the road hierarchy. They have the fewest instances in a city. We're not going to have too many. And then we have something called an arterial. An arterial is a road that connects to your highway and then goes into your city, and it brings a lot of the traffic in. The arterial, what you want to do is you want to have a limited number of stopping points, is how I view it. So we don't want too many traffic lights, and that's why when I'm building, I have my arterials go, and this is one of them, and then we don't have many traffic lights. So we have a traffic light here because we're meeting another arterial. But we don't have a traffic light here because this is not an arterial road coming in here. So we don't want this road to have to stop. So that is the idea. Then we have what are called collector roads. And collector roads are like this road here. They connect to the arterial and they collect the road or collect the traffic leading into the arterial. And so then we have collectors there. We have a collector over here, which probably will end up being an arterial a long time from now. But for now, well, actually, we've got an arterial here that we are planning. So this one will remain a collector, and we might want to remove the access point here because a little bit ago we had a lot of traffic there. But we'll talk about that in a minute too. Here's a collector as well. It comes along here and it comes down to the arterial. But then you also have local roads, and local roads are like this one here. It pretty much just accesses the buildings on that road. And then we have other ones that are like this one here is a local road. It is a little confusing because this one connects to an arterial directly, but it is still a local road. And then like this one here, not much traffic is going to go on that except for the people who live on that road. So that is why they are local roads. And you have the most number of local roads on your road hierarchy. And then, kind of imagine it like a triangle, and your local roads are on the bottom. And then you have your collector roads, your arterials, and your highways at the top. We get fewer and fewer stopping points as we go up. Like on a highway, there's never a stopping point. Once you're going on a highway, you don't have to stop. You can keep driving the entire time. And that's what we want to do. And we wanted to talk about that because now we need to be planning our future for the city. We're going to speed up time here so that we're getting more money. But soon we're going to be developing this area. In fact, today I want to start to develop that. And that's going to need to have a more developed road network and more planned out. So we have right now, let's zoom out a bit. We've got these highways coming along here that were part of the map. And I think long term, we might get a highway that makes its way around here and completes that bypass around the main part of the city. But we also might end up, I was thinking, getting a tunnel through here. But that might not be necessary if we have this bypass here eventually, so that the traffic that's coming from this direction doesn't go through the city. But from an arterial perspective, we have this one coming through, and that will probably end up getting a bridge here and then getting another interchange there, which is why I think we're going to see a lot of traffic going on that arterial. Then we have another one that we're going to get an interchange here at some point. It comes in this way, and then this arterial will come up here and probably cross and then get an interchange here, and then come down this way perhaps and meet this bypass as well. So we'll have a lot of arterials going in there, and that is the plan. But right now, we are working to get some farmland, which is out here, so that we can move all of these farms out of town. And I know that we can buy these tiles right now. These are the 4, actually, I think it's SIPs. We want to come here and see that view. There we go. Yeah, there's SIPs tiles here that have farmland. We want those, and we could buy them now, but the problem with that is that when we go and talk about our power and water, the power does not travel through the highway, and neither does the water. And so if we're not connected, then we need to have that area be self-sufficient for power and water, which is not something I want to do. So we are going to buy these 7 tiles. We'll go ahead and purchase that. And now we have added a lot of tiles, and our tile upkeep is going to go up. But I think we will still have a monthly balance. I'm going to let a little bit of time go by just to double check that that is the case. And pretty much just after I said that, I noticed that our landfill has officially filled up. So this has maxed out. And we actually, if you go to the district for it, we don't have much space to expand this. We might be able to get a little bit more here for a temporary solution. In fact, let's bring this out this way. Yep, in water. Mad about that. Area too small. I mean, we could dredge, or not dredge, but yeah, you know what? Let's reclaim a little bit of land there. And we'll go, we want to be about the same height here. Just want a little bit so that I can come in here and grab that. Add nodes here. I mean, this is going to add just a tiny bit of space here. You're not going to be able to do very much. But we can go all the way to this bridge. Not the most exciting solution for our city, because we're getting more and more trash right by things. But, you know, it is going to get us a little bit of space here. Hopefully. We're increasing that capacity a little bit. You can see storage capacity goes up to 1291 now. 1292. Oh, that one doesn't change anything. We could get just a little bit more terrain in here too. So we're going to come in this way. Whoop, nope. We want that height. There we go. Bring that in like that. And then we should be able to get just a little bit more in here. Okay, so that has bought us a little bit of time. You can see we've got space there. And now that we have this land, I think we should get a landfill here, which we're going to need to redo this interchange anyway, because we want a road to continue out that way. Although, yeah, we want access there. So we're going to come in and we're going to let time pass so that we're earning money still, but we are ready to unlock highways. Very momentous occasion. But we're going to come in right away and we're going to think really quick about how we want to do this, actually. So we want to probably change this into diamond interchange for now. Yeah, we're going to have to take the whole thing out and go from there. So we will pause the game. Well, actually, we don't have to pause. We're going to just take this out entirely for now. And then we'll create a whole new one. It's not going to be quite as pretty for now. But we want to come in here and we're going to go to highways and going to replace this. And I'm going to do this step by step so that you can see exactly how we do this. And then we want this highway. That is not going to line up right. So that's going to come out entirely. And for now, we're going to try to get this to match that. That needs to be 180 degrees. And then we're going to go up. So I lowered the elevation step, or changed the elevation step by clicking on that button by the elevation step. You probably saw that. And then we're going to go up here I don't know what slope or what height that's at. I think it's about here. So we'll come to there, and we want 180 degrees. Like that, and then we can take this out. We should be able to get across now. And then come down just slightly there. Okay. So we've got that now, and we just want to make sure that these are all facing the right way. So we're going to go to replace, then we're going to click and come along like that. Click and drag to replace. Now that road is all going the right direction. Now over on this side, what I want to do is I want to come down and we're going to have this one, the 4-lane 2-way highway. And I want this to preferably be right between the two of these and at ground level. And go like this. So now we've got a thing for them to come down to. Then we'll bring this down and bring this side up. And it doesn't like me. It looked so great there for a moment. See, that can come down nice. That won't. So close. There we go. That will work. I will accept that. So now we've got our highway going over that way, and then we just need to get some lanes in here. So first of all, we want a lane coming off. Actually, what we'll do is we'll have somewhere around here. Let's get 2 lanes this way. There we go. And this can come off nice. I like that, actually. That should work fine. And then we'll bring in 1 lane is going to come along here and then be, let's see, how do we want to do? Oh, look at that. Busy Town, $175,000 grant. And then we got more development points and more expansion permits. And we got gated community, which isn't exciting, but we are one step closer to Big Town, which would unlock high density housing. So that is really good. And looking at this again, we don't need to. We only need a 1 lane here because this lane is going to come out, and now we've got some weird terrain there. Hopefully that clears up. Anyway, this is going to come along here, and we want it to curve and leave plenty of space for the clover here, because we're going to get a clover in here, and we want this first one to be 4 lanes a little bit further back. And we've got another glitch there. All these wonderful glitches. Okay, so I got rid of the glitch by rebuilding that piece of highway. But now what we want to do is we want to bring this off, and we want a curve. We're going to curve like that. And then we'll curve over some more, and now we want to start going up. And I'm trying to keep this at about 90 degrees. And then we will curve 1 more time. Like that. It's a tight squeeze, but it gets in there. And then what we can do is we can add... Actually, this can just be 1 lane through here now. Yeah, it does not like me. Okay, we're going to take those out and that one out. And then we're going to come back and we will get 1 lane going up. Too steep. Fine. There we go. So that works. That comes along, and then here we're going to go down to 3 lanes just temporarily. Yeah, I like that. It's a tight squeeze, but it gets the job done. Now I'm going to do something similar on the other 3 sides. All right, here we are. We've got a clover leaf. Now this will not be super efficient for the long term, but it will definitely get the job done, and it allows us to get a road over here, and we can then continue this 4-lane highway. Actually, we could probably come down to a 2-lane highway, and we have a hill right away. And so that is one thing that we have to keep in mind, but I think we should be fine. If we come in here and we want it to be in the middle here, we just want to make sure that that doesn't go more than 10% up. So I'm going to bring it along like this. So it has a bit of a hill going up there, but it should be fine. And then all this was in preparation for getting a landfill over here, which I want to have over here. I'm going to bring this in like this and kind of be a frontage road, but mostly be for the landfill. So we're going to come over here and then we can come in. We should have the money soon. Yep, we do, for a landfill here. We're going to put that on this side here. And pretty much everything here is going to be covered by that landfill for like all the land here. We're going to pause because we need to get power and water over here. And I don't want it to be mad for too long because then we're spending money and not getting the benefit. But we're going to bring this along right along the road, and I'm going slow so that we snap along the curve. And we'll stop about there, not quite to the road. And same thing here. We won't quite snap to that highway. And then we want to make sure that we don't include that power line area, because then we have to build or like get the stuff right around it, the landfill stuff there. Overlapping because of something. It's getting mad from that. So we're going to come along like that. Bring it all the way over here. We're going to have a nice big capacity at this one. And actually, yeah, we're going to bring this all the way around. Turn snapping back on so that we can follow this road again. Not be a very pleasant place to drive, but that is why only garbage trucks will come down here. And we want to make sure we get this connected, and it doesn't want to connect. All right, well, the game crashed on me, so then I had to redo this, and it worked out better this time. So that is good, but we do need power and water over here. And what we're going to do, we've got power here, and I think what we'll do is we'll just bring a power line along this highway. We might as well. Then it is going to be mad about crossing here, so we're going to page up, and then we can get over the highway here. And then, of course, it's mad about the landfill, but we can come and page down now, and we should be able to get right to that road. So that solves power, and then water, same thing. We're just going to bring this and connect from there over to there. So that should have power and water connected here and get this landfill operating, and we've got a ton of space there. So that gets the landfill under control. We've got the money now that we can come over here and start to get our farmland in place. What I want to do is get a 2-lane road, and we're going to bring that right up. We're going to double check where the fertile land is, and yeah, look at that. We're like right on the edge of that. That is not quite what I want to have this actually on the edge. Now that I'm looking at this again, I'm like, yeah, that is going to be a great plan. We're going to come in here and we'll rebuild this highway to be right on the edge of this farmland. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do like it like that. And then we can come in here with a regular road. And this is going to just kind of divide this whole thing. And actually, you know what? Let's make this another highway. Because then it will be a rural road. And that's kind of what we want. We don't want any sidewalks on there and stuff like that. I think that'll be good. And then we can bring some gravel roads off of it to further divide this out. And don't think they should be grids. I think they should kind of follow the terrain here. Kind of just divide things out rather evenly. Then maybe bring this one over as well and join that. That should be good for now. So now we can get all of these out. What we're going to do is take them one at a time. So this one is a livestock one, which is really good because then we don't even have to use the fertile land, which reminds me we should come in here and probably get some roads beyond the fertile land too. Let's bring this down here. Yeah, that can come all the way down there, and then we can get the livestock farms over here. So we're going to take one out here, and what we'll do is we'll just demolish it. Then we'll get a new one over here. So we want, again, livestock. Put that here. And bring that right on over. We're going to take out the trees that are here, but we're going to leave a lot of it. Like there's a big clump just to the left of this, right over here. We're going to keep that clump there. And the livestock farm will just kind of come along like that. So that one replaces the farm that was there. Let's do this one next, which is a big grain farm. Take that out and we'll get a nice big grain farm in here. And of course, these guys are complaining about their power and water as well. So let's go ahead and give them power. We'll bring this across the road and over like that. And then we can get a power line. Actually, what we'll do is we'll bring a dirt road along here, which will connect all of that. And then we just need one more. Absolutely, like I don't want to, I like having these separate, but I think this road needs to come along like that. And then we can have a road that comes out this way. Maybe all the way over here. Now we should have power everywhere. And water, where you need to connect that as well. We'll just continue this main a little bit further here. And then those should all connect as well. So that should get the water working there. Very good. Now we have space over in here to continue building. And I think I want to fill this area in before we go any further. So let's double check our unemployment. 8%. So we're in good shape. What we want to do is continue this grid, which is 114 by 175. Is that the same over here? Beautiful. So come along here and get 175. We're going to turn off this snapping, I believe it is. Yep, 175. And this way, we won't fill that way. We'll come down here, though. Should be about here. And this side, bring it to this road, 175. Yep, so that's the same grid there. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. That comes right down like that. Very, very nice. And then this can come all the way through here. Yeah, I like that. This can come through. Then this road. Actually, because this is an arterial, I don't want to, well, you know, it's hard. I don't want to have too many intersections. So like this one, I think that's putting in an additional intersection there. I don't think we'll have that there, but this one can come in because we've got all this land here that needs to be utilized. Maybe we just go like that. And then this is going to have to be an arterial. So let's go ahead and widen it. And we'll widen it on this side before we put zoning in. So that goes all the way out. That's another arterial. I think this is going to work out well. Now what we want to do is, I think I want to come in here And we have 8.3% unemployment. I think we can just go right into townhomes here. And if we're going to get more probably mixed zoning along here. Let's go ahead and add that. There. Oh, look, Iron Press building. That's a good signature building to add. Let's go ahead and come in here. Put the Iron Press actually right here. And then we can come in and we'll get townhomes in here. Or row houses, as I believe they're called in here. But let's go ahead and let that fill in. All right, that's filled in, and unemployment is at about 15%. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and the commercial buildings are doing pretty well. Let's check profitability, 75%, 80% around that. So we're going to go ahead and we'll add commercial zoning along this road now, which will really add jobs in, and we can do the same thing here. And then we've got space that we can add more residential in a minute as well. And while that is filling in, if you check the happiness level, we now have a pretty bad hit from unreliable mail service. So we're going to go to communications. We can add a small post office. It won't be much, but it will be a little bit of something for the city. And I think what we'll do is we'll actually put that on the corner over here by the school. And eventually, I just got a parking lot already. But that should help that mail service. But the other thing we can do is we can go and add some mailboxes. We zoom out, you can see we've got coverage there from the post office itself. But if we go over here and just add a few mailboxes, then the people who live here can drop their stuff in the mailboxes. And then the mail carriers will go to those areas and just pick up the stuff. So that should really improve that mail service, and that should help us get a bit better. And finally, the winter is ending and we're losing that snow graphic. So that is helpful as well. Unemployment is still a little bit high, so we're going to continue to wait for some of the commercial to fill in. Okay, so the demand isn't very good for the commercial stuff, and by the way, I see that waiting for ambulance. We'll get there soon, but what I want to do is I want to buy this tile, and then we're going to get another like gravel pit in here. Oh, there's more than one. All right, let's buy these three then. 124,000 and tile upkeep, of course, but we have the money to do that. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we can come in, and I want this over here. We're actually, I think, we're going to change this highway again really quick. Let's go ahead and pause, and we're going to take this out. We're going to extend where it is not divided. So we will come in here with our 4-lane highway, and we can continue here. And then here we will just have it joined together. And that'll work. And then this can be a road that goes off this way. We do need to fix the water issue real quick. We'll bring that in there, and then we'll double check. Water got disconnected. So let's remove that, underground mode, like that. And then we can come in here and just grab this, make sure that we snap to the right spot, which is always the trouble. There we go. Invalid shape. What are you mad about? There we go. That's connected. That should keep everything working. And then we can bring this road over here. And we do need to curve a little bit. Got a hill there. We don't want to go up the hill. I think we'll just bring this along like that. And maybe eventually it'll connect to that. But for now, we want to come in here and we're going to get stone mining. This is going to be a pretty big quarry here. Though I think what I'm going to do, well, no, I can go right off of that road and just bring it along this way. Well, we got to start on this side. I think I want a road to come down And then we're going to get another one over there. So for now, I'm just going to bring this over like this. Bring that all the way down like this and in. Now we've got a nice quarry there. We'll keep these ones for now, because that really is just to get that unemployment rate a little bit lower and get more industry in. I guess we'll get one more built over here, but let's bring the road, like I said, bring it down here. I wonder if we can just get one here. Yeah, we'll just put it there. Okay, so that will help. And then another thing we can do, we have a couple of things we need to build. One, we need to build a hospital at some point where, you know what, maybe just a medical clinic. We've got one medical clinic there. I bet it's overloaded. Yeah, we've got a lot of patients. We have stuff there. Do we have, I wonder if we've come in and we've lowered healthcare budget. We have. Let's get that up to 100%. So let's start with that. And then the other thing, I want to get a college. And the college, we need to unlock. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to come to development and go to education and go to college. Unlock that. So now we need to find a spot to put a college. And the college is pretty much just a community college. So it's nothing super fancy. But it will help us get some more education and probably lower our unemployment rate too. But right now we need 750,000 for that. So I think we need to let some time go by. All right. And through the magic of editing, you now have enough money, or we have enough money, that we're going to put our college here. And we're going to have to redevelop a little bit. So first of all, we're going to take out our office zoning in here. Just right click on that and that will go away. And then we've got the park maintenance depot that I think we will move. And we've got some land over here. Let's go ahead and just move it right over here. No, it won't go there. Okay, fine. We'll put it on this side of the road. Fine. It got mad because of that power line there, but that's okay. And then we're going to take these roads out. This one and this one, which makes everybody mad because our sewage line is right here. So let's go ahead and fix that. And at some point soon, we probably should come up with a different plan for some of that. Let's come in here and take this out. But for now, we're not ready to build a new sewage line. Instead, we'll bring this along like that. That should keep everything connected there. And then we can come in here and we can get our college, put it right in here. And I think it'll look great right there. It's going to cost a lot of money, but it is on the water. And I think that will be quite nice. So that will get people to be going to college and get them more educated and help spur more office demand. But we also, unemployment, again, 19.9%. Part of that is because we just took out those office jobs. So they are a bit more, or they will be in demand soon. But for now, we are going to continue to move our farms out. And because I think we've got more space here. So as we get more farms over there, we'll have more jobs as well. This is a livestock farm. Let's find a spot for livestock. Again, we'll come in here and double check. Yeah, livestock, we'll get that over right here. Livestock here. And we'll put it like right there. So that we can come all the way down here. Right. And then over. And we want to avoid some of that fertile land. Just come right over like that. And then we can go ahead and take this one out. It's a pretty big one. So that will make jobs a little bit different. This is a vegetable one. So let's get a nice big vegetable farm in, which can go conveniently right here. And actually, I should have moved it a little bit more. Let's go ahead and redo that one. Put it right here. Because then we can get all the way to this road and in that corner and maximize our productivity here. So then here, I want to come over as close to that as we can get. It doesn't want to connect directly. So we're going to turn off snapping and get it to look like it goes all the way in here. But technically, it is two different fences. There we go. So that is a nice big vegetable farm, and we'll take that one out. This one is another livestock farm. So we can get that over on this side. I'll put it around. Let's put it here. And then that can just be kind of like in the corner there. Take this one out. That should be a bigger space. So again, that should help be a little bit more profitable. And now we've got space here that we can continue to develop. Now, we don't have a ton of demand, and that's part of the issue that we're having, is that our office demand is so low. So I think as we get more people going to college, we will get a higher education rate. If you come here, you can see that we have only 5% are highly educated. And highly educated means they have attended the college, I believe. College becomes, I mean, here, we've got poorly educated, educated. I guess college would be well educated then. So, I mean, we want to see that increase because our offices, let's take a look at an office, they need more well-educated people. And so that is going to be an issue. The same thing here. We need well-educated at commercial stuff here. Let's see this business. We can't see their employees. Households. Here, employees. Okay. Well-educated. Yeah. So we've got some need for well-educated, especially for the offices and the businesses. So that will be a contributing factor. Okay, and unemployment has gone down 8.9%. So we're going to go ahead and add our housing over in here, and we're going to still keep with the row homes through there. Actually, I don't want them right here, though, because I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with the road there. So I'm going to leave that open. And then I don't want anything in here. I think what I want to get, what service? Do we have all of our services? We've got a police station there. We have fire over there, which fire coverage is okay still. And then we've got the medical clinic is in there. We probably could end up with another clinic, but for now, I think we'll just leave that space open. Maybe we'll even get a park in here. We have large parks, so let's go ahead and get this in here then. Put it this way. Very nice. And then I believe we can come in here and get this path to continue. Yeah, just come along like that. And then the same thing over here. Let's bring this along that way. And it's like one giant park now. So that should make this area a little bit more desirable as well, because now they've got more leisure opportunities. Unemployment is going to go up a little bit more, but with more people in here, that should spur more demand for commercial viability over here as well. So that'll be good. And I think that's actually where we're going to leave it for today. So today we talked about road hierarchy, we moved more farms, and we built a college. So we are doing good. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on the video on the screen now. It will take you to another video that you will find useful and enjoy. And I will catch you next time. Take care.